Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of the Big Three DFS Late Night Happy Hour.
Sure. Yeah, we can call it happy hour.
Are we happy?
I don't know how many people are happy, but
I should, yeah, the very sorrowful hour. This could be our last show. We could actually get clipped off at any moment right now. And I want to say we apologize to the viewers out there that were looking for this show. All four of you. We're just coming late. Technological difficulties out here in New Jersey. That's okay.
what is that? Joaquin out there? Is Joaquin affecting the problems on there?
Well, Joaquin is gone. Joaquin didn't do a damn thing. Like he tried with that fake ass beard, but he didn't get it. He didn't get here on landfall. So yeah, but you want to talk about Jersey? I think Jersey could be a damn savior in all of this today. Now, if you were sleeping under a rock today, the DFS game came under heavy scrutiny, heavy firearm. Use any military innuendo that you will in this one. We're going down, baby, but we're going down swinging.
We ain't going down because we're legit. We are legit.
I'm so fired. I didn't even introduce the panel for the evening. The Money Man, Adam Wagner, and Chris Sweet, both childhood friends of each other, but me. Now, this makes it even harder because I think the DFS community is one of the most understanding, most friendly groups in all of America. And hell, if it weren't for the DFS game, we probably wouldn't even know each other. We definitely wouldn't know each other.
Yeah, that's a damn shame too, man. A black guy on the industry today, man, with this leak of this Ethan Hero. Yeah, dude, $350,000, some odd change or whatnot, no big deal. I swear I didn't use it to my advantage. Happy horse shit. Not buying it, okay, man? It just stinks, okay? Even if you're legit, it's kind of like it's questioning credibility, man, and that's something that you can't have. People playing online, like I don't know about y'all, but I've always been suspect of playing online poker just because I can't read anybody's faces. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't see you. I can't see what's behind those cards. Normally that's the type of stuff that's very.
So I just want to clarify, you're not down with glory holes.
Oh, well, I mean, on a kid, what day is it?
Because
no,
we have
absolutely not.
Because we have some great glory holes here on the Turnpike in New Jersey. So
no, I'm not down. I am not down with glory. But
lot lizards, yes. Glory holes, no.
I just wanted to clarify. So all right. So Wagner is not down with the glory holes.
No,
right, cool.
Not down with glory holes. Please, no surprises, please. No surprises.
But yeah, I mean
that is not a good time.
I was going to ask you if you were on Team Haskell or Team Government, but it sounds like we're going to go with the latter of the two. Now, I feel like I can make a case for both here. Sweet. Let's get your take here for a minute. What side are you on this one?
Hi, everybody. I'm Ethan Haskell, and I won over $350K on FanDuel. I always played fantasy football and baseball, and I was pretty good at it, so I just started taking the numbers for my company and going to another company, and I won big, and you can too.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So you're Team Haskell or no? I'm
not Team Haskell. I just had to throw it up there as a joke at first. No, I'm not Team Haskell. I'm not Team anybody that's going to take this industry down right when we're starting to get our footing. We're starting to make way. I'm feeling pretty good about myself, and then I wake up today and this happens, and I'm like, I don't know, it's kind of rocking my world a little bit.
Yeah, because me, I finally got my foot in the door with NBA. I won a contest there. I had a nice, couple good days there. Now, in August and September, I actually made a profit for the first time in a couple months. And this is playing maybe 2-3 contests a night. Not going crazy. I mean, listen, I don't have any of these algorithms or people hooking me up with anything like that. This is all me, and look at me.
And what's the number one thing about you? Can you please let's just all elaborate that the common denominator between all of us is that we only
steroids.
Well, besides steroids,
right?
It's HGH. But anyhow, besides all the enhancements, Magna RX, what have you, it just happens.
Bill Romanowski, what up?
Yeah, for sure. We're going with we're going. God, what the hell was I saying? Damn it, Al.
I'm sorry. I talked about steroids and your whole mind was blown. I know.
That's right. The segment gone. No segment.
I think you were trying to go with camaraderie. Is that what you were trying to go with?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The common denominator is that we only have one lineup that we use. You know
right.
what I mean? We don't use multiple lineups. We don't use 50 lineups. We use one lineup, maybe two, but we give you an optimal lineup of our skill, our knowledge. And I think your boy that you sent me you forwarded me that message to spoke great detail about that today. You want to talk or elaborate a little further about that?
Yeah, Kevin Epstein, the fantasy football geek, great guy out there. Definitely go check him out. dailyfantasyadvice.net. You need to see this. DFS Army, what up? I'm part of the I'm part of the group, man. So I told him I'd give him a shout out. I was actually going to tease it for a while, but now that I just did it early, they're probably like, all right, we got our shout out, we're gone. But all right, anywho.
Well, TWW and DFS Army should talk, man. We should definitely all get down.
Listen, not to say that there's not people who don't use algorithms and stuff like that, because there are not. There are tons of great players in this game. The thing that upsets me is that I get and again, this is not what the geek does. The geek does his work. He had Devontae Freeman the last 2 weeks, so
for sure.
Enough said.
Right, for sure. Yeah, that's legit.
But basically, if you want to do this in football, I can make a case for that because you know what? There's only 16 games in the regular season. If you want to make your money and that's the only way that you can do it in football, I can make a case for it. I don't advocate for it, but at least I can make a case. Baseball. You do this shit every day, I want to punch you in the front of the skull because you're an asshole, okay? You're not a top DFS player. You're on the top of the asshole list. That's where you are, okay? So there's different factors to this. Football is a whole other animal, though. There's so many contestants that are in all these tournaments. In baseball, you never see a 400,000 person contestant tournament. That just doesn't happen. And there's so many variables within baseball. So I don't know. I feel like that's where the cheaters are. In football, you want to do this, I'm not as mad. Now, going back to Ethan for a second, I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him at all. You got player percentages. Congratulations. Your players still have to perform.
Right, exactly.
Like we did a lineup with Colin Kaepernick, and he was 3% owned, and he showed why all game long. So there's no anger towards Ethan whatsoever. But you do this in baseball. I mean, we were taking a look at the stats. You cash big time, 21 out of 30 days.
That's a little annoying, pal.
That's pretty good.
You know your pitchers very well, or you're in the dugout, and I'm going to go with C on that one.
Right, yeah. None of the fucking above, man.
Nah.
That's what I'm going with.
But hey, Ethan, well, here's the other thing, too, is that I actually applied for a job at FanDuel last year, and not only did they decline me, when I asked, how's everything going, is the second wave of interviews coming? I got the total blackball. I didn't even get your resume is being processed, blah, blah, blah. No, nothing like that. Nothing of sorts. So, anything that happens to FanDuel, I'm sorry, but I know we're going to a conference hosted by you in a month, but
no, it's not. Well, yeah. I mean, is it hosted by FanDuel or Roto Grinders?
I think they're co-hosting. I believe they're co-hosting. Well, the grand live finale is hosted by FanDuel.
Yeah, that Playboy is a FanDuel content.
Which will get you to the Playboy Mansion.
We're going to try and get Sweet on board. That's at the DFS Players Conference in New York, November 12th through the 14th at the Grand Marquis Marriott, New York City, right around the block from Al. Al, elaborate on that, man. Tell us about Times Square. How awesome is it going to be?
Well, I was just about to say, not only is it New York City, but it's Times Square. It is the center of the universe right there. You might have a couple terrorist-looking people there, but you know what? You're going to have a great time. I know where all the Irish pubs are. I know where all the strip joints are. And I know some underage hookers, but we're not going to go there. We're not going there.
That's what I'm saying. So we've been talking a little DFS scandal all night here.
I should say they know me. I don't know them.
Well, they're going to get to know everybody, man. It's going to be shiny, happy people like REM, baby. Anyhow, speaking of, we've been talking DFS scandal, man. Chris Sweet, senior fantasy analyst for the Wagner Wire. Man, you seem to be a little animated about this, dude. You want to talk a little further about this? What's getting you boiling about this, man?
Well, I think the thing that's getting me boiling the most is that the perception is what's going to matter the most in the court of public opinion. And if you got people like congressmen and politicians that don't really know anything about this industry, all they're going to see is a little bit of scandal. They're going to say this needs to be regulated. We got to do something about this. Maybe it goes up in the air like the poker industry. I know that's always the thing that everyone has linked this to, is they're like, I think that it reminds me a lot of the online poker boom. A lot of other people have said that. I know people in the industry don't like to hear that because they try to push it away and say, no, this is different. But I guess that's what's really got me bothered about it is, I'm just getting good at this, and I don't want this to go up in smoke.
Exactly.
Well, as I said, there's a lot of us that are just finally getting a grasp of it. Like I know me. The first couple months that I did this, I was getting my ass kicked bad. You know what I mean? Like I was doing baseball and just getting smoked. So I understand the people that are just coming into this. Those are the people that are probably a little more perturbed about this than we are. I think guys like us, we can understand that there's always a little something going on behind the scenes that we'll probably never even know about. And listen. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. You sure as hell ain't trying.
Tell Belichick, he knows.
You ain't trying to stop fucking crying. That's what I've always been told.
Way to take my segue. I was just gonna go to the hooded monster, but that's the whole thing. I mean, you have to find some kind of competitive advantage, whether it be statistics, whether it be analysis, whether you know a guy in the clubhouse, even. Like that's even cheating too if you really want to get down to it. I have no problem with any of those, It's just the whole issue of what started it. And by the way, the guy that I can't even think of his name right now, but the guy that DFSreport.com, that's the site that broke the story. Great job of reporting, by the way.
Absolutely.
Ben Brown, great story.
What was it? Where was it?
Now, DFSreport.com. That is where the story broke. But I mean, as a journalism major, this is the kind of story that you dream of having because, like, he went into detail. He got it down to a T. Like, Ben Brown, my man. Hey, answer my G-chat request, too, because we were trying to get you on the show tonight. So, But, no, that's a great job of reporting by him, too. He had all his facts set up, too. Like, this was a legit article, so props to him. And I was doing a little research on that site today. They're from Minnesota, so hey, way to go, Fargo, yeah.
Don't you know, yeah.
Poser.
A lot of Hogan and Rogan there. But yeah, but again, for Ethan, the fact that you have percentage owned on people, it doesn't mean that you're going to win a tournament. Yeah, you might have a little bit of an edge, but guess what? We all do research. We all try to do different things to try to give us an advantage. Ethan is not he's not a criminal. He's not an inside trader or anything like that at all. And like I hate the way that the press is coming out and saying
they got to do the story, man. They need to make it juicy. They need to make it sexy.
But, no, that is very true, very true. And Chris said it too. He said it perfectly. He's like, these people in the government, Congress, that they don't have an idea, 100% of what's going on. They're like, listen, they've been looking for a foot in the door to try to kick DFS out the window, and they got it.
Exactly.
So here we go with all this, and now we're gonna have a little. Now the townspeople are gonna get their pitchforks and lanterns, and we're gonna go to war.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Right in Times Square. Right in Times Square.
Sign me up. Let me lead the way. Holy hell.
I forgot to put my name tag at the bottom too. You can find me on
That's
Twitter.
all right, man. We'll get it figured out. We've had a lot of technical difficulty tonight.
That's Al, everybody.
Hi. How's it going? All right. So I know one of the things that we did want to talk about. I know this really upsets a lot of DFS players, but it is something that has to be discussed, and we will be the ones to do it. But DFS, is it a game of gambling or is it a game of skill? Chris, we'll start with you.
It's a game of both. I mean, I think we all are going to admit it is gambling, but you're not going to have any sustained success in this industry without some skill. You can't just go to the machine at the supermarket by your house and hit a whole bunch of buttons, grab a whole bunch of scratch offs. That's not skill. What you're doing here is you're using stats, you're using research and all that, and it is a little bit like Keno, but at the same time, it's Keno with some research and some predictability to it. I mean, the guys that are at the top, they're using algorithms that are telling them all this stats and numbers. We don't necessarily do that, but
not necessarily. We don't.
I don't at
don't. Like, I don't like numbers. That's why I did journalism.
Right. So
Wags,
I mean,
what you got here?
Yeah, I just I think it's a game of skilled money, man. Yeah, of course there's a little bit of luck, but it's just like anything. Well, with this, you're eliminating the outs, so to speak. So you're taking the knowledge, you're taking the information that you get, that you gather, all the research that you compile per week, per day for each roster, since it's daily fantasy sports, and you use it, advantageously to create optimal lineups.
That's your word, advantageously. Yeah, that is your word.
Yeah, I noticed one for you too. Fruition. Yours is fruition, man. It's It's been a good couple of drops, but yes, I like to go to advantageously. It blends well, it meshes well.
True story, Wagner. True story.
It is true story. Yes, the real world. But anyhow, yeah. Damn, you always knock me off the train.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. But we were talking about how you compile all this data, per day, per week, to use advantageously, to create an optimal lineup. And it's just a shame when you hear all this black eye to the industry, because you already go into it with a leg down if you don't have a backer or if you don't have an established account in DraftKings or FanDuel or Fantasy Draft or any of the big names or big platforms for DFS. If you don't have that going for you already, the odds are against you. So you have to take all this skilled knowledge that you have and eliminate the outs, so to speak. Factor in all the uncontrolled variables and try and play a estimate to your best ability and go from there. That's why I call it skilled money, and that's why I do agree with Chris. There is a little bit of risk involved because it is gambling. I mean, you're gambling on someone's performance.
Right. I always looked at this as the stock market, and it kind of pissed me off when I heard a couple people today saying that they compare it to the stock market. I was like, that's my idea. How come nobody credits 14 out Walsh on Twitter for that? And they never did, and that's okay. But, the way that I look at this is the people using the algorithms, they're the real criminals. They really are, because you know what? They're going into dollar contests, $2 contests, $5 contests. If you have that much money to throw around in these fucking contests, then go throw it into big contests with your best lineup.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't come to the fucking small guys with that shit.
I got another thing, dude.
This is where the government. This is where the government should be regulating on Ganondorf, on whoever the hell is on top of the friggin' roto.
Right.
Just look at them. Just look at them. There's no way There's no way that you're that good in every single sport.
You're not. I caught you with -3 in one contest in the same contest that you won. I got a challenge for you. Come see me, kid. Come see me. I'm calling everybody out, dude. I don't think anybody's as good as me. No one puts the knowledge in. I love both of you guys here in the same room, but I'm the best. And I don't walk into a fight thinking I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I'm not walking into a contest thinking I'm gonna get my ass kicked. That's my mantra, dude. I got moxie. I got skill. I'm coming at you full force. I'm gonna give you. I owe that to my subscribers. I owe that to my fans. I put all that stuff. I put all my knowledge into it for them, man. I'm addicted to it. I have to do this.
Well, let me ask you something, because now here's the deal. Like college football, I've been doing pretty well here at the beginning of the season, and I'm not charging anybody for a lineup, because guess what? This is not the sport that I know the most or anything like that. All I say on Twitter is, listen, like I've been doing pretty well. Like I had a streak of 10 and 12 contests on DraftKings that I had the last couple of weeks, and I said, listen, I cashed in 10 and 12. if you want to get involved, like I'll hook you up. Like we'll talk about shit. We'll make some lineups together.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
And that's fine. But I'm not charging anybody for this. Like I know that there's people out there that are making a living off this. Like they'll do like $3 lineups. They'll do this kind of stuff. That's not how you get it done. Like I want, like, especially when NBA comes around, I want to be your consultant. I want to hook you people up with knowledge about the game. Like I got it.
For sure. But it would be nice to get like $10 for like 10 minutes.
But you know what I want to do is I want to do face-to-face chats like this. I don't want to like
do. It's easy to say.
I don't want to give you a lineup and be like, "Poof, good luck."
No, because I don't think that's where the gem is, man. I think the real gem is talking to you and getting your personality and finding. Well, I mean, not to mention those baby blue eyes, my brother. Those baby blue eyes just captivate everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And then the Flatiron building there too.
Yeah, the Flatiron. We're going next to Chelsea Market and everything. You got suites, danger ahead, stop Chargers in the background.
$200 at IKEA, people.
But no, I mean, I'm just saying, there's a lot of good things that you get when you do face to face and online consultations, and I think that's where the money making is. You can actually find out about contests, which contests to play, which contests not to play, the why and why nots, the do's and don'ts, man. And you also get to have an idea of why we do what we do, and it's kind of like the whole, old wise tale or old, phrase, teach a kid how to fish, he'll eat for years or whatever. Teach him how to,
Pocahontas' brother?
I don't know all these damn old John Wise tale things and everything.
The main point here is that all you people, you proxy players, all you guys using the algorithms, all you guys throwing 500 plus lineups in a night, you guys are the real criminals of the DFS game. You guys are the ones cheating everybody out of this great experience.
That's what I'm saying.
Ethan Haskell is not he's not that big of a threat. Like,
don't use him as the GOAT.
No, the people like Ganondorf, I can't think of the other, like, I don't. Sweet, you got any other names that are on this?
We're just dropping everybody tonight.
Well, no, I'm saying,
I told you guys the other day, I did a nice simple $10 1 p.m. only contest.
Yeah.
Max Delury, the #1 player in the world, was in last place.
Oh, you cut out. You got to go back over. I think you cut out.
#2 didn't catch.
He's gone.
You didn't hear me?
Yeah, you are.
No.
Are you there?
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna have to redo that.
Joaquin is there. You got to do the whole rant over again.
That damn hurricane, Joaquin, he's still coming back.
Joaquin, man, the trail wins. So I told you guys I had a $10 1 o'clock only 50-50 on Sunday. Max Delury, who is the #1 player in the world, got last place out of the money.
Go to Roto Grinders. Go to Roto Grinders. He's #1 right there, right on the main page right there. Go check it out.
#2.
What is it?
#2 is Condia, my man Condia, who's in every. He did not cash. And the third guy, the one that he popped up in one of the things you sent me that showed multiple lineups in a single lineup on FanDuel.
Yeah, I know the name too. And guess what? That same guy.
Rain over you, something rain, bring the rain or something. 84.
God, we got to do something about this.
Yeah, well, guess what? That same guy that he's talking, I forget the name too, but he's a speaker at the DFS Players Conference as well. I saw that. I almost threw up in my mouth.
Let's get him on the show.
Yeah.
I got some questions. I got some questions.
You're welcome to come on anytime and tell us your strategies and you know.
Yeah, we'd love the algorithm.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your knowledge against mine.
Yeah.
I mean, Max Delury scored 92 points in that contest. So
I heard that.
What was that?
Now, we did talk about this before the show aired, but guess who's gonna save the whole daily fantasy industry? It's not good. Like, I don't have a cape. I'm not gonna do it myself.
Okay. Well, let's see here. You got to give us a hint. Is it a noun?
It makes tomatoes.
It makes tomatoes.
Is it the armpit of America?
And the mob is heavy.
And the mob
is the armpit of America.
Is it the armpit of America? Is the people?
It's
do
Newark, Delaware.
People go there and say they're from New York, but they're actually from like Delaware and everything.
Right.
Yeah, it's New Jersey.
Oh, the Garden State.
Yeah, the Garden State smart way. Well, here's the deal. So we got two Democrats from Jersey. You got Frank Malone. We got Bob Menendez, former Newark guy. Love the guy. Now, they wrote a letter to the FTC chairwoman.
Who are these guys? Who are these guys?
These are Jersey guys. Just, guys you'd meet at the bar. They might have a job in Congress or politics. You never know.
So would you venture to say that they're lobbyists, so to speak?
They're heavy. They're heavy in the government game.
All right.
So now what they're doing, they wrote a letter to FCC chairwoman Edith Ramirez, urging her to explore regulating daily fantasy. Now check out this quote. This quote is amazing, right? Consumers expect companies that hold online contests to do so in a fair, transparent manner. We're all looking for that. Allowing employees of fantasy sports websites with access to non-public information to participate in online fantasy games, even if the games are operated by other fantasy sports companies, could give those employees an advantage akin, which means just like, insider trading. So, what we have on our hands here is some real shit. Now, if you think that Ethan Haskell is the only person that is benefiting from this, you're out your goddamn mind, boy. Out your mind.
No.
We have a whole slew of these people. Now, this is the thing that I'm most interested to hear about. Who did Ethan Haskell share this information with? And if Ethan Haskell isn't sharing the information, who's sharing it with everybody else?
That's what I'm saying.
Panel, let's talk.
You bring up some great damn points, man. The steak is definitely juicy. That's for sure. I like it rare, and that's what
I
this
love it rare.
Man. The seasoning spicing it up. There's got to be somebody there with. You spoke to him not sharing it with anybody. That's BS, man. You can't keep a secret this big.
Right.
This news. This is too big of a. 300 and how? What's
350K? 350K.
350K. And you got a secret this big? You're sharing it with somebody, kid.
Oh, and he's been on a run.
Oh,
So.
I've seen the stats. This dude wins at everything. That's what I'm saying. Ethan, come play me, boy. Come play me. If you're that good, come play me, dude.
And here's the thing, too. Now, again, at the beginning of the show, I advocate for both sides. Like, there really are guys that do the research, that do the work, and they have great lineups. They make it right. They make it right.
Doubt.
But take a look at some of these Roto Grinders profiles at the top, and there's no way that you could be in the top 10 in every single sport. There's no way.
Well, why not?
Like, if you're a master in baseball, how do you have the time to do it in the NBA? You're a master in the NBA.
There's one way.
How do you have the time to do it in MLB? I mean, are you that good at numbers that, here we are? I don't think so.
Al, you bring up a great point, man. I think the old wise saying, I'm going to actually get this one right, is jack of all trades, master of none. You know what I'm saying? You can't be good at everything, just like you said. Well, you can be good, but you can't be the greatest at everything.
That's what my ex-girlfriend said.
If you're boosting like 25, if you're boosting top 25 in every sport, if you're rocking hockey, you're rocking you're rocking golf, you're rocking football, you're rocking NBA, you're rocking you're rocking MLB, and then you all of a sudden you just come off and pull off like tennis.
Yo, I just hit the million in the golf tournament, kid.
Yeah, like whatever, man. Either this is like you absolutely like wake up and do this for a living. You don't have any other residual income. This is your only income available.
You know what?
Great.
You can't even use that excuse because you know what?
I'm trying to justify it. Exactly. I'm reaching. I'm trying to justify it, and I can't.
No, but you know what? In order to have this many, like, all right, so we'll say golf, for instance. You got to have 6 people that basically have the best day of their life or the best rounds of their lives together. Yeah. NBA, you got to have 9 or 10 people, what it is. Got to have a top day all together. You know what I mean? The fact that These guys are top 10 in every single sport. Every single sport. There's something wrong with that. Here's the quote that I wanted to share with you guys. 2% of the DFS pool wins 90% of the money.
Right.
That's fucked up. That's amazingly fucked up. So that means that if you play a 12-man, I did the math before. If you do a 12-man team fantasy league, that means that you win the title 9 out of 10 years.
There is no way in hell.
Don't think so. Don't think
Occupy DFS. Occupy DFS.
Don't think so.
All I'm saying right now is we've been talking about trying to get a contract to try and get on like radio and stuff like that. The only way we're getting on radio is Sirius Satellite Radio because we drop so many F-bombs.
I think if they see, so what? Fuck it.
I don't give a damn. That's what I'm saying.
If you want to put me on,
I'm advocating to put us on Sirius Satellite Radio, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, if you want to put me on NPR, well,
I got some harsh reality for you guys. I was listening to.
What's that harsh reality?
I was listening to Sirius Fantasy on the way home, and those guys, to borrow a term from Bomani Jones, those guys were caping for Ethan Haskins and FanDuel, and everything's going to be okay. This isn't that big of a deal. Yada, yada, yada. He didn't do anything wrong. They did an investigation. So, I mean, anyone that has anything to do with fantasy is taking money from one of the two sides, and they're not going to be real on this right now. I think the three of us might be the realest people on it.
For sure. You know what? You hear Stugatz all the time. Levitard calls Stugatz out on this all the time. How much money he pays, to get algorithm or to get some pros or whatever to do his lineups or set his lineups for him and shit. They promote it every day. DraftKings is the biggest DFS platform out there, man. I think they're going to absorb everybody, so to speak, if we don't all get our shit in order. I just think they're a crazy ass company, man. They're huge. They are empire. You know what I'm saying? Like, they are the top.
Let me bring something to the forefront, and this is the conspiracy theory that I wanted to. I wanted you guys to be like, what?
I'm trying to create a segue to it. I didn't know how to get there.
All right, here we go. There's a drum roll somewhere. We'll get to it.
I can't find it. I've been looking for it. I can't find it.
No, I got it.
And speaking of which, Nick Rodriguez, I sent you the invite. We've been talking to you, kid. Get your ass back on the show.
Yeah, he's in there. He's in there somewhere. All right, here's the deal. I'm not even. You know what? I will go with the drum roll. But here's the deal. What if? I'm not even going to say I think this. What if DraftKings and FanDuel are in cahoots together and their employees play on the other site?
Oh, man.
Yeah, mind blown.
God, this is why I wanted you to send me this before the show.
Can you read this out?
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I mean, now that everything's come out today, why not? That's not that crazy a thought,
Does this scare away? The new people that are trying to get into DFS? Does this scare away? Or this actually does. I mean, I'm concerned. This is why I'm offering free lineups and everything. I mean, I offer free lineups anyways, but I'm offering actual free lineup setting. Any of my fans, the 364 members on my webpage, I am offering you to set the lineups for you for NFL, man, because this conspiracy. I mean, look, this is just.
Well, let's not say it's a conspiracy. I'm just saying.
Listen to it, man. Listen to what you're saying. I mean, it's a boogeyman. There's a now there's a goddamn boogeyman out there, and we didn't need this. We didn't. It already had kind of a black eye anyways. People were skeptical. They didn't want to go online to play fantasy sport. God damn.
I like how Sweet had it written down too. Like, we know. I'm not crazy.
I mean, what other outcome is there?
That's what I'm saying.
That could very well be the case right there, that the two are in cahoots. I mean, you try to create. Well, that's the whole thing. You try to create this competition market, and then you create fans of each, and then they go head to head, and then behind the scenes, you have a little gentleman's bet.
Right. I mean, if you want, you can actually compare it to the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. You know what I'm saying? And then you have Fantasy Draft and Fantasy Hub and Victor or Star Power or whatever. Now they're the independents. They're the third parties trying to catch on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? I'm libertarian, man. I'm going with them. But hey, DraftKings, FanDuel, you know what? I'm an affiliate of yours, but guess what? I'm saying it right now. FantasyDraft.com. Boom. Boom. Chad Michaels is figure skating.
I'm definitely I'm trying to win the last. I'm definitely trying to win the last Millionaire Maker before they get shut the fuck down.
Absolutely.
So.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I'm definitely going to be there.
Could you imagine? All right. So how about this? Let's say the NFL contest goes through this week. The guy who wins this Millionaire Maker tournament will forever live in Bahamas, basically. He'll just take his winnings and he'll be like, I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, everyone's cashing out today.
Unfortunately, now people are going to have in the back of their mind that it's it's already set in writing that it's given. You know what I'm saying? And we've been talking about 50 lineups per person. That's not cool either.
That shit has to go. That shit has to go. I'm sick of that shit.
I mean, are you a pro? Are you a pro? You call yourself a pro. If you're a pro, man, 3 lineups max, player.
Yeah.
3 lineups max.
Well, this is the thing. If you're really a pro, stop putting your shit in $5 contests, all right? If you're that good, then put your money up against, the people that are putting their money up. And do it that way.
Come to the 25. Now I'll play some dollar scratch-offs. I'll play some dollar scratch-offs.
I'm just saying, I get sick and tired of seeing Ganondorf's name all over the $5 contest. If you're that good and you're DFS champion,
dude on this show,
then get the hell out of it. Well, he blocks you on Twitter if you don't like what he's saying.
Oh, that's right. He's a telephone tough guy.
His screen name is Ganondorf, which means he's a Lord of the Rings fan, so he's a fucking loser. So whatever.
No, hey, I like the old Tolkien character.
You know what? You're on Team Ganondorf. I know it.
No, I'm not.
It's Gandalf, by the way, not Ganondorf.
It was a FanDuel DraftKings conspiracy the whole time.
I like the book. I enjoy it. It's something I get to share with my kid.
I really like this episode a lot. I think we're gonna make a lot of frenemies at the DFS.
I think this is the direction we need to go.
Yeah, no, you know what? People need to hear this kind of stuff because again, Ethan Haskell, you are not a criminal. You are not doing anything wrong. It's the guys that are putting 500 to 1,000 lineups in a $5 entry. They are the real criminals of DFS. So, Congress, if you want to go look at people, Ganondorf, first name on the list. Go get him.
Let the record reflect. I'm not advocating for Ethan.
Right. Well, I don't know.
I'm just saying he ain't the mofo goat.
Right, but you know what sucks though is that his life is ruined now. Like it doesn't matter what happens. Like that I don't advocate because you know what? Nobody deserves this shit. And if he's the guy that was doing this, if you want to take it down in a private way, that's okay. But the fact that his name now is synonymous with DFS cheating, and that's not cool. I don't like that at all. Like that sucks.
Now is this does this constitute slandering?
What I just did, or
no.
Because I thought I hooked him up with a good look.
No. There's Ethan's name.
They'll probably play that in the courtroom when he gets subpoenaed.
What?
I said they'll probably play what I just said in the courtroom when he gets subpoenaed.
Oh no.
Well, here's the thing about Ethan.
That'd be great. I would love it if we get that kind of press. That'd be awesome.
That's the kind of notoriety you want.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing about Ethan, though, and I want to give a quick shout-out to my brothers in the HDL Dynasty League, Silas.
Hey-o!
Silas, I believe, said this earlier. It takes a lot of people to build an empire, but it only takes one dude to bring that empire down, and it might be Ethan. So, I mean, he's going to live in infamy no matter what.
I know, but that's not the way you want to get famous, So I feel right now. Now, if he won, listen, I had Colin Kaepernick in my Millie Maker fantasy, so it's not like he stole money from it. But that just sucks. You know what I mean? Like, even if he is guilty or not, like, I don't like to see people go down like that. I hate that.
For sure. Coming up, hour 2, we're going to talk a little Major League Baseball playoffs. If you want to stick around, we don't really have a time frame. We're just going to call it when we call it. It was a little impromptu Tuesday.
The DFS round.
Go with the flow.
What do we call this? The emergency episode?
I don't know, but I love. I felt like Batman whenever you sent me the signal. You know what I mean? Like, oh man.
Yeah, I was like, I'm allowed to come on, right? I was so excited.
Yeah, dude, I was trying to get like the Four Horsemen kind of scene. I thought Nick Rodriguez was gonna join us, but anyhow, we missed this guy. We need to have this guy back on. That Miami Bliss, that Miami Heat, bring it in because my world's getting a little gray down here in Austin, Texas. So, Nicky Rodriguez.
Well, here's the deal: if Jersey saves the whole DFS world, then everybody's going to be moving here, and then you and the wife and the kid might be moving into my place as opposed to me moving in like with a tent into your backyard. So
hey dude, what I say when I came up there the other time?
Hey, you fucking guy, put your fucking shit in the backyard, you tent loving motherfucker.
Hey, I dropped my bag off at your place and I said I'll be back.
Yeah, that's right. But we went and had beers. You act like you're the first guy. You act like you're the first guy to drop your bag at my place and go like, "Come on, dude."
Dude, hey man, you get me.
I got guys dropping their bags at my place all the time, man.
I'm a legit man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, sweet. I love how you just slug at them like.
Hey, man.
Dude, man, Sweet came down. I was just saying before when we were in makeup, getting ready for the show. Well, that's why I love calling it that. I was just saying how Miller High Life, the champagne of beers, I love it.
Yeah. By the way, they always say that Coors is the banquet beer. Have you ever been at a banquet where they serve Coors?
Well,
no, I've drank a lot of banquet beer.
Or have you ever gone to a banquet because they serve Coors?
No. I would know.
Hell no.
I'm just trying to let everyone know I spent $5 on my buzz tonight.
Let's see. All right, so let's break beer down while we're on the
topic. All right.
If you're gonna drink for duration, or I guess if you're gonna drink for the whole day, what beer do you go with?
I go with Miller Lite. It's a real.
Yeah, I'm a Miller.
I used to think that Miller Lite tasted like peanuts, but it's good. Oh. It's good. It's real good.
Oh, you know what? I love I can really, get down with the whole analogy or comparison parallel with the peanuts. We have a friend, Chris and I, by the name of Wes Rao, that always used to say that Busch beer.
What's up, Wes?
Busch beer tasted like pretzels.
And you got next.
After about 3 beers, if you really get there, it does taste like pretzels.
Yeah.
And this is a guy that would do, like, after his beer, he'd go. You know what I mean? Like, he was the mess.
He was a cocaine addict too. Right.
Wes Rao in like 1996 for his sophomore year in high school. The whole year he wore a white snapback WNBA We Got Next hat the whole year. Just why? Just so funny.
Oh, Wes Rao, we love you, kid. God, man, man.
Hey, by the way, shout out to the Houston Astros who have a 3-0 lead over the Yanks right now.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a great segue.
The Flatiron building in the background, rooting against the Yankees. I like that.
I know all 6 of our viewers right now are going ape shit for the Astros. Although, if Brett Gardner goes yard here, I'll be looking a lot better on my FanDuel lineup.
Well, is Keuchel still in the game? Keuchel, whatever? Keuchel?
No, he's been gone for a while.
He's out. Okay. Hey, speaking of which, going into this other wild card playoff, who do you guys like for Pittsburgh and Chicago?
Sweet, you get started, baby.
All right, well, I think the smart money would have to be on Arrieta, but I don't know. I think I kind of like the Pirates in this one. This is the 3rd straight year they've been in this game. They're at home. They got drubbed last year. And Garrett Cole's no slouch, and the Cubs strike out a ton. I believe the most in the league for most of the year. So I don't know. I mean, whoever loses, it's going to be sad because the three best teams in the National League were in the Central this year. So.
Right.
Yeah, no, I feel like we were talking about it the other day, and I said, it's finally the Pirates' turn. Like I don't really give a shit about stats and who does this and who does that. Like the Pirates have been in this game twice, and it's their time to win it now. That's why I didn't go with Arrieta. That's why I went with Keuchel. Like for that reason, and the fact that he's basically like almost a grand less on FanDuel. So, but you know what's crazy is that, obviously during the Major League Baseball season, there is no game. It doesn't go under 6 runs on an over/under. But the fact that this one's at 5.5 is like, it's going to be ugly.
Who's got the better pitching staff, Pittsburgh or Chicago?
Pittsburgh, by far.
I think Chicago.
Yeah, I like Chicago.
No, I mean, if we're going total
pitching staff. Hamill and Lester.
Not rotation, not starting 5.
Oh, I meant like all of the bullpen, like
Okay, I got you.
No, but that's only because Chicago's bullpen is fucking straight ass cheeks. And yeah, I know I keep dropping the F-bomb, but guess what? We're on a sensitive topic here tonight. So.
That's right. Hey, until we get picked up, it's unedited, baby. You know what I mean? It's like a Use Your Illusions 1 and 2 for Guns N' Roses.
Are we going to do one of those things?
If the censors are paying attention to us, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we going to do one of those things where we won't get off the air until we get a contract, like Airheads?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I don't even have a water pistol.
We might go to jail, but as long as we get
if we gotta go to Airheads, then somebody of course has to play Dungeons and Dragons, and no one really knows how to do that out of all of us.
Not at all.
No,
one of us has to be kind of like an idiot pool boy, and I don't really see any of us there. Maybe me. I'm kind of,
You can be that guy.
I'm kind of like a pool boy, kind of, I guess. But don't call me Pip.
The lotion beats the swan. The lotion beats the swan. I love how this all started off as like a really intelligent conversation. Like we're gonna break down New Jersey betting laws. Like no.
We didn't we? Did we not?
We did, but I thought I don't know. You wanted to go.
We can steer it back. We can steer it back. Did we completely ruin the segment?
Kinda.
No. Well, I mean, all the pros do it all the time. I mean,
you wanted to do segment. You wanted to do hour 2.
Well, hour 2. What hour 2 was kind of like hey, were we supposed to go into hour 2?
No, hell no.
No. Oh, okay.
But we're live, so we got to keep it fresh. We got to keep it rolling.
That's what I'm saying. We'll
like this was supposed to happen,
Right. Well, I was saying hour 2. I was going to talk a little bit about Major League Baseball playoffs.
I got the Al Borland shirt on. We keep rocking.
Yeah. I'm saying I'm rocking flannel too, even despite the fact that.
That's hilarious. You said that because one of my buddies actually said you looked a little bit like Al Borland. So I don't know. I don't know what the chances are, but
I saw the tweet. I see everything.
Nice.
Oh my God! Call him Oracle. No, but I mean, we can talk about MLB postseason, man. I think it's going to be a great postseason. Who do you guys like to finish it out?
The Texas Rangers. I love the Texas Rangers, and that's just not because I'm doing
I can't wait. All the local fans around here are going to be following Al at 14 A.1.
Well,
Why, Al? Tell us. Break it down, Cowboy style.
Well, number 1, they have Cole Hamels, and he has the greatest hair in the league. So there you go. And number 2, you know that I'm trying to move down there, so that's another thing. Like I always miss shit by like if the boat is going off the pier, I miss it by like the windpipe, So
right, not this time, baby. Not this time.
But yeah, no. I mean, listen, Texas is playing the hottest baseball in all of baseball right now. Cole Hamels, what a stud! He's got the extra days to rest. I know they're going against Toronto. That's what works for them. Everybody loves Toronto. Everybody thinks Toronto is going to be the World Series champ. No, they're going to get beaten that first round. Texas got this shit. And Prince Fielder, best player in baseball right now.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't care how fat Prince is. He is amazing.
Where is Google Effects? Where's Google Effects? Dong! Prince Fielder, return to glory. MLB Season of the Year. Comeback Player of the Year, Prince Fielder. Chris Sweet, what do you got? Anything?
I love Prince.
I like Prince too.
I thought he had a hell of a season.
I think we're looking at the Mets in the National League, and I'm sorry, their pitching staff's nasty, man. Although Harvey, I don't think anyone knows where Matt Harvey is. So whenever they find him,
great. Hey, Wags, did you hear that story to them?
I did, yeah. So the guy shows up a little late, right?
They didn't know where he was, though.
What?
He's not pitching till Game 3. Who gives a shit, dude?
That's
right.
Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
but you know what it is? Like, all right, here's the deal. If he were pitching in like Kansas City, this would not be a story at all.
No, you know why? Because it's in the Midwest. You know what? I think the fact that he's in New York should give him a little bit of leeway. I've been in New York. You can't move. Have you tried to drive? Jesus.
I'm sorry, I was in traffic.
It took me 2 hours to get out of the city, and that was taking the pass. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit! Those of you that don't know, the pass is the subway route or the community transit that you can take. It's pretty cool, man. I'm really digging New York. November 12th, dude. All right, hey, who's picking me up at the airport? That's another thing we gotta figure out.
You get a fucking cab there. I'm gonna be at the hotel with my feet all kicked up. Like, what up?
That's what I'm saying. Drinks. Hey, we gotta call Bill Parsons, man. Maximum.com. MaximumFantasySports.com. Sorry.
Sweet, you're coming, right?
If I can get a hookup, I don't think I got the five bills.
We already got a hotel room, so I don't mind shacking up with a fine beer brother like yourself, so we're good.
What about the entrance, though? You give me the entrance. I mean, someone hooks me up, I'm there.
Oh, the ticket to it? That I can't help you with.
Chris, we will. You are a staff writer for TWW. Oh. We will try and get you as whatever we can. It's in the works right now. I am trying to do it. Thank you.
I'm already working on the wife. I'm trying to come.
Oh,
well, tell Heidi. Hey, tell Heidi. You're
good.
Heidi, and by the way, you know what? I want to give some props to Heidi Sweet. Not only is she giving birth to a newborn, but she's also out there retweeting all the stuff, retweeting all the things from the Wagner Wire and the DFS Big 3 show. I mean, this girl, man, and
she supports her man.
She does some good work, man. Behind, I think, that movie was an Austin great, an Austin legend. No, it's no crickets here. Don't give me crickets. don't turn it reality.
Well, when you start talking about kids, it's like, all right, come on.
Nobody hates me, man. I think the Austin great is called Dazed and Confused here, and I think the one guy said it best: behind every good man is a good woman, and that woman is Heidi Sweet, man. So,
oh my God. Nobody asked you to be the best man, dude. Fuck, shit.
And every day, Martha Washington would bring him a big fat bowl, man.
Well, hey, if you're down with that, man, bring me one.
But no, hey, I cannot wait to go to the DFS Players Conference. But all right, how about this? If we're talking about the baseball playoffs, let's get into some not one-game playoff predictions. Let's get into who's going to win the World Series and that kind of stuff.
Well, let's break down the ALCS and NLCS first.
All right.
Who do you think you guys got going first?
Well, let me tell you.
Let's go, Chris Sweet, on the spot. Go.
I think we're going to see Kansas City and Toronto. I think everyone forgot about Kansas City. They played bad. I still think they're going to be in the World Series again. And I think we got the Mets. And that other series is a tough one. I'm just going to say Mets and the Cardinals because we all write the Cardinals off, but they're getting through that for a series. And I like the Mets. I like Mets in Kansas City, with Kansas City winning it all this year.
What are you trying to score points with my fan base?
No, I love the Mets, man.
Come on, dude.
Here's the thing.
I liked you.
No, here's the thing. I'm a San Diego Padres fan since I was born because I grew up in San Diego, but I've been a Baltimore Orioles fan since 1995 when I moved out here. So I've got two teams, and I don't like the Nationals. I'm sorry, everyone that might be watching this, probably not no one, but it was fun to watch the Nationals be ranked as they're all getting their rings in April, and they're going to be the best team ever. And the Mets just killed them this year. The Mets just killed them. That series in DC in like August was so awesome to watch because they blew leads every game, and it just all unraveled.
Okay, not to throw a loop in this, but Chris, do you really believe that it was all Matt Williams is doing?
I think there was a lot of Matt Williams. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys get like texts from last year on your phone, but I saw a text from last year where I actually told my buddy Silas, I was like, I told him before the series between the Giants and the Nationals that Bruce Bochy was going to coach circles around Matt Williams and they were going to lose that series. And that's exactly what happened. And Matt Williams, he had so much talent. You know what it reminds me of? I'll tell you why I think maybe why I'm so one way on it is that, as evidenced by every podcast we've had or every video thing we've had, I'm a huge San Diego Chargers fan, and I watched them crap away the best talent in the league with Norv Turner. And Matt Williams reminds me of Norv Turner a little bit. Like he did nothing. Girl. He did nothing with a bunch of talent.
How about Marty Schottenheimer with a 14-2 record? That sucked.
I mean, that was awesome. Let's fire this guy after he goes 14-2 and hire Norv Turner. That's a great idea.
Marty Ball, man, I don't care what anybody says about Marty Ball. Marty Ball wins, and he gets you to the spot. It's just it's those uncontrolled variables that just put Marty Ball.
It doesn't look like Marty Ball is happening anymore, though.
No, that's a shame, too. I thought there were rumors speculating a couple of years ago that Marty Ball might be coming back to the NFL. I'd like to see that happen. I don't think his style.
I'll take anybody right now in Tampa.
Right, but I don't think Marty Ball's style is outdated. A lot of people are saying that the game's evolved, the game's changed. You know what? I think Marty's just one of those coaches that can evolve with the game. Kind of like a fine wine, almost like the Red Hot Chili Peppers in music, man. The Red Hot Chili Peppers have just always been
good, Wags. That's good. I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Dream of California.
Great song, dude. Great drop, dude.
And there's a light on. Heavy glow.
They just transitioned with music well throughout the generations and decades.
And by the way, that television show, Californication, one of the best I've ever watched.
Absolutely.
With Agent Mulder.
The Coveney, man. David the Coveney. Yeah, dude.
That's a great show. That is a really good show.
I can't believe, you know what? I should have known that you'd be into it. You're a writer. So,
and the sex. I'm not going to apologize for being a coxswain, John.
Absolutely. It's great. It's a good TNA, man. Good TNA.
Yeah, good. I've had one relationship in my entire life. I'm a coxswain. You know what's funny is that the Yankees are down 3-0, and you see all the fans. They're like, oh yeah. No, you're done. You're done.
Yeah, bottom of the ninth. Well, you know what? Yankees magic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go hit the 4 train, you bums.
All right, Al, don't go as fast as Sweet did by giving me the World Series and everything. But
I'm sorry.
No worries, man. You were bursting with energy, brother. I love it. ALCS, what you got?
I have we're gonna have the Battle of Texas on our hands. We're gonna have the Houston Astros and we're gonna have the Texas Rangers. I know.
I love it.
Your Texas people are going to love me. I can't wait to come down there.
Oh, my God. You're going to be eating brisket for free. Oh, my God.
Good. Now you know why I'm saying I have it written down on a paper, get free Texas meat, but not that. But, anywho, no, I really do like these two teams. And here's the deal with baseball. It has nothing to do with how good you are. It's all about momentum. And the fact I knew that Houston was going to win this game tonight just because Dallas Keuchel, he had such a great season against the Yankees. And, that's all that really matters in baseball is not have what you've done for me lately. What have you done for me over the course of your career? And Keuchel absolutely shut down the Yankees. So right. I love this matchup tonight. As for the Rangers, don't know the matchup numbers. Listen, I didn't know that we were talking baseball tonight.
That's okay. No, we're everybody understands that we're on the fly.
I absolutely love how the Texas Rangers are playing right now. This is a team full of spunk. They're rocking, they're rolling. Like that's the kind of team that you want to see in the postseason. You know, the Blue Jays, yes, everybody they know that they can hit, they know that they can rock and roll. Guess what? The Rangers, they're the sleeper team of this postseason. I think they're going to do it, and it's more of a behind-the-scenes kind of deal. But you know, I'm trying to go down there to Texas, and I already told you this. I miss the boat every now and again, so I got to do it now. Texas Rangers in the World Series, and who are they going to
break?
I know it's amazing. I know it was an amazing breakdown, but. Going to the National League.
No, you were breaking in and out right there.
No way. Everybody gets great reception in New Jersey. Now, here's how we close this out. I got the Mets over the Dodgers. I do. The Mets do have better pitching than the Dodgers, which is weird to say because we know that the Dodgers have Clayton Kershaw. We know they have Zach Greinke, but you know me. I like to go against the odds. Everybody says that this is the Dodgers' year. I don't think so. We're going to go with the Mets to the NLCS. They're on a bit of a hot run right now. We'll let them roll. But I think they're going to meet the Cubs. Now, this could be the most ridiculous NLCS of all time. So we're going to have the Cubs and the Mets in the NLCS. Yeah. I got the Cubs in that one. They're going to rock it. They're going to roll it. I love the Cubs this year. They're going to win the whole damn thing, bro. It's a Cubs World Series this year.
Back to the Future 2.
You got Rizzo. You got, what the hell's, the guy I don't like. That's right.
Oh.
The third baseman.
You can say
his name? Because I don't want to.
You can say his name.
No, you have to.
You got to say his name.
I don't want to.
All right, it's Chris Bryant, right? Pretty Boy Bryant.
AB.
Right.
AB.
He's not my guy. And there go the Astros to the ALDS, so. That's awesome.
Good job, Houston. We're all here for you.
Good job, Houston.
Plus that for me on FanDuel. So go ahead, kid. But yeah, I like the Cubs and I like the Rangers in the World Series, and the Cubs finally do it. They finally do it, baby. On the strength of that third baseman's home run, he hits a walk-off. Do it.
You guys know about the Back to the Future 2, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I know what you're talking about. When the Cubs win the series. What?
Yeah, I got the Cubs this year.
2015.
Got Dave Fiddick with just the tip.
You got Lester, you got Arrieta, you got some real studs here. Like this isn't a fluke. I know that their bullpen sucks ass. But
that was my question.
They got the bat to counteract. Listen, those two guys can go 9 innings twice in a series. So I'm in.
I hear you. That was my question for you. I really like seeing the Astros advance. A young ball club. You spoke about the Astros advancing and playing Texas. I don't think Texas can get by Toronto. I think Toronto is by far the best team in the American League.
Well, nobody wants to hear me make a boring pick. So
I understand that completely, brother. I understand that completely. And you know what I do like about the Astros is that their bullpen, man. You win it with your arms. And on 3 days rest, Keuchel dominated. He got some generosity around the plate, but this guy, like always, dominated. Best pitcher in the AL?
David Price.
David Price, Toronto. Would you say that Dallas Keuchel's one of them?
Oh my God, he's the Cy Young winner. I just think right now, listen, I like David Price, but he doesn't pitch every single game, so.
Right.
I love David Price. He we needed another show to talk about that, but Dallas Keuchel is the Cy Young winner for the AL this year. He didn't lose a start at home, and at home his ERA was under 2. It was 1.50, damn near it. Come on, that's how you win Cy Young. That's amazing.
I agree, man. Sorry. So my, I gotta say, the people that I like advancing from the AL, I love Kansas City, but I'm sorry, I just don't think that they can repeat. Their bats have not been doing what they've been doing last year. I think with the additions that the Toronto Blue Jays have made, bringing in, they were a 500 ball club at the trade deadline. They brought over Tulowitzki and they brought over David Price, and it made a world of difference. Ben Revere was added to the lineup a little bit later, and he hits between 1 and 9. He brings extra speed to that lineup. I think Toronto is the hands down complete ball club in the American League. Great representation of the American League East. I love them. I think they're great. I know they're the obvious pick. I just think they advance. Best team.
How could you pick Canada? How could you pick Canada?
Do
you not love the Usman?
I hate it. So I tend to follow my hate. When I hate something so passionately, and I'm not saying I hate Canada, I'm saying I hate the fact that the Orioles let David Price back into the American League East.
You can't let your personal beefs go into this.
But it tells me right. You know what I'm saying? Like it tells me honest. It speaks truth.
Let me pull a real quick stoppage to this. What is your favorite? What is your favorite Gatorade flavor?
That's a cool orange, I guess.
I'm just saying because I'm drinking it right now.
Mango.
This is a free advertisement for Gatorade, but the Fierce Grape, that is dope. Okay. That is the dope.
I like the original lemon lime.
Fierce Grape, lemon lime.
Fierce Grape is good. What about Citrus Cooler?
I like mango. I gotta go with mango.
What is this mango? What were you in, like Panama? Like that you got a whole new flavor?
No, I was in Hawaii for 6 years.
Oh, well that's why we never got mango.
Mango.
Yeah, I think it's a Hawaii.
I never liked Mai Tais. I wasn't a big fan of Mai Tais down there.
You know what it is? You probably got Citrus Cooler and you thought it was mango because you were so fucked up from those Mai Tais.
Quite possible. Possible. I mean, every time I hear Citrus Cooler, I always think of Ecto Cooler.
I was just about to say I like a High C Ecto Cooler personally.
That is good stuff. Did you know that Citrus Cooler was Michael Jordan's favorite flavor?
I did not know that.
I did not.
That's something that always stuck with me.
All right, so you said who's your picks for the NLCS?
I got Texas against the Cubs, and Cubs take it away.
You got Texas against the Cubs, and Cubs take it away. I like the Mets, man. I'm sorry. I know Tim Kirshen on ESPN was big on the Cardinals just because the Cardinals play great small ball. They deal with adversity or whatever. I don't know how you can deal with adversity being the Cardinals. You guys always win. You know what I'm saying? You guys
the best fans in baseball.
Right. Yeah, sure. Okay. I'm going to put that
They cheated too, by the way. The Cardinals, they cheated
too.
You can say that. I mean, but then again, you can also say that they were breaking down research. They were going in-depth doing due diligence into research or cracking somebody's, hard drive or whatever.
Yeah. Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Exactly. Right. I think I love in the wild card here. I love Arrieta over Cole. I think Arrieta making 20 solid starts this year. I mean, he's just a true gem. I knew how great he was when he was at Baltimore. I was sad to see him go. And of course, the guy's developing in front of every Orioles' eyes in Chicago under Theo Epstein. Just that heel that rubs it in. The guy did great things when he was at Boston. He's just doing things with our players. Yeah, it's almost to the comparison of Mike Messina going to the Yankees, but not as bad.
The Moose.
Oh man! Oh, hey, that knuckle curve, man. But yeah. So my wild card, I got Chicago over Pittsburgh. But I'm sorry, the best team in the NL is
Don't say it.
New York Mets.
You're gross. You're gross.
They too went out and they were by. I'm big on people that believe in themselves, and that's what Toronto and that's what the Mets do. That's the teams that you're going to get in the World Series. They made the moves to do it. It's not the free agency cliche.
All right, this This show is over. Goodbye. Good night.
No, it's over in 8 minutes. It's over in 8 minutes. We'll call it a half hour short. But no, anyhow, man, the Mets, they got the best rotation, in the NLE, or I'm sorry, in the NL period, so to speak. I don't know. If you're better than Washington, if you have a better rotation than Washington, if you have a better rotation than LA Dodgers, then you're going to do great things. Wainwright's out in St. Louis. He's not coming back. I don't see it happening. They can only play small ball for a certain time. Cespedes has just been a dynamic bat to that lineup in the Mets. He does great things. He's a tremendous addition. He creates. He's like having
Pedro Serrano.
Great comparison. Great comparison, man.
Hats for bats.
Exactly. He's just an all-around great hitter, man, and he does great things. He makes it hard for pitchers to dance around that lineup.
All right, let me tell you, like the Mets have a tremendous, pitching rotation. That's great. They're the Mets though. They suck. Something happens when they put the blue and the orange on, and they just turn into choke artists. I don't know what it is, but they suck. Like I don't have to.
Hey man, Willie Randolph is gone now.
No, whatever. Fuck them.
Willie Randolph is gone.
No, I'm talking about Carlos Beltran looking down the middle at an Uncle Charlie. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the last World Series that the Mets had is because Bill Buckner couldn't even bend over the right way. I mean, that's their fault. Like, they didn't even really get a World Series until 1969. By the way, when the Phillies finally took over the NL East division, the Mets dropped 7 games in 17 days. I understand that this is a way different Mets team. I'm just saying their organization as a whole is an absolute clusterfuck. Matt Harvey, he didn't show up to the mandatory workout today. And
New York traffic.
And by the way, hold on. Let's talk about CC Sabathia for a minute because we did not do that. We need to talk about this right now. He's a punk bitch, all right? You don't go to alcohol rehab the day before your team is about to go into a one-game playoff. You don't do that.
He's irrelevant.
Now, everybody, and here's the deal. With social media, everybody wants you to be the, that's great what he did, blah, blah, blah. Guess what?
Yeah, better, everything, better you. But you signed a fucking contract, dude.
He has another family, and it's called the Yankees. And
exactly.
He's getting paid $20 million a year. I'm sick of everybody. I'm so sick of everybody giving him the pass. Dude, if you're an alcoholic, stop fucking drinking, and then you go play in the playoffs.
At the game, too.
It's called fucking responsibility, and I'm so sick. And you're right, man. Guess what? You know what? Maybe we are getting a little soft coming up in generation after generation.
We are. It's all social media.
We absolutely are. You know, and guess what? We're going to tell you. We will tell you. We will tell you that you are. It is. It's disgusting. You are accommodating for someone, opting out of his obligation. Giving him an excuse. So he's got an ailment. Get your shit together, kid.
But in the middle of October.
Oh my. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, he's, his health is one thing.
You know what CC did? He basically said, I know that Keuchel's going to fucking shut us down. I'm just going to go to rehab now.
Exactly.
That's basically what he said to his team. That's basically what he said to his team. And I don't look at it any other way like, he was trying to better himself. No. Why would you do that the day before your team is about to go into a one-game playoff? Like, that is fucking retarded.
I hands down, you're not going to get any argument from me here, man. 100%.
I'm done pandering down to the man. That is the worst maneuver ever. And don't you dare think that didn't have any effect on the Yankee players today. Like, that was
you believe
ridiculous.
In sports psychology?
It's like one day, our boy CC's not in the line, he's not here. What the hell? Now you got to deal with Keuchel? No, that's terrible. Like, you don't do that to your teammate.
Best pitcher down the stretch for the Yankees. Improved his ERA drastically.
He sucked. He might as well
I'm saying he was, but he had the best overall ERA for the Yankees going into.
Well, that sucks for them then. If he wants to blame it on booze, then just call it a career, brother. Like, he got them a World Series, but guess what? You're not doing much now, so.
He's a Raiders fan too. We don't really need to make excuses for him.
And he's a Brooklyn Nets fan too, which I love, and I'd love to hang out with CC one day. Hit me up. Fortunately, that was. But guess what? You're not gonna pitch for the Yankees ever again after this shit. Like that's some coward type shit. And I hate to say it, but you don't go to rehab the day before your team is about to play a one-game playoff. If it were that bad, you just ask to be a healthy scratch, but you just make yourself the center of the story. Like, there's a lot more to all that than we all knew. Kind of like Haskell,
But isn't there steps and processes?
Yeah, there is, but it says you don't
just come out and say, "Blah, I'm leaving" on the eve of the playoffs.
Exactly.
You don't
do that shit that day.
I mean, you're telling me you know that you're an alcoholic now? Yeah. What was it, that bitter taste of fucking shit beer that you just drank?
You know what? He probably killed somebody in a car, and then that was it.
God,
he had no other choice.
Like that. Jesus Christ.
Well, if we're on the same topic, I mean, no, but really, like, why would he do that? You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand the whole.
I mean, this whole show has been speculation, so why not just all push it ashore? Like we're going all in on this one.
Conspiracy.
We started out with 46 viewers and we're down to 1, so I think it's time.
All right, man. Well, it is 10:30. It's that mark. We're gonna close it down. Great impromptu show. I think it was called the Emergency Broadcast Show.
Yeah, by the way, if Deadspin or Bleacher Report or anybody picks us up for calling us out, guess what? We just put this show together in 15 minutes. We really wanted to put our take on the DFS community and where it's going. So, if you thought we were drunk or, you didn't like any of our takes, you're probably right. So.
Yeah, guess what? Hey, we
have at it, fellas. Have at it.
We care about this industry, man. We hate to see a black eye go on it, and we just wanted to give some honest, genuine opinion about it. And we're tired of everybody hiding behind the damn, legalities and binding contracts, through the networks and shit. We're not picked up by anybody yet, so we can speak our mind. So
we won tonight. We won.
We did. We won. We won because our voice is out there, and you got to listen, and you got some legit knowledge. You got some actual insight, some good feedback. I can't wait. I feel like a presidential candidate right now.
Which party you're running?
You. I'm a libertarian, dog. We'll never win.
I'm right down the middle, but you did say that you were for the Mets, so I am not. Wherever you go, I am not going.
Hey, I'm an Orioles fan by heart.
Yeah, I'm probably going to move to a suburb of Boston because you said you like the Mets, so whatever. All right, for me, the Wags, and the Sweet Tooth, we're out of here. We'll see you
later.
Tomorrow night, actually.
Yeah, NFL. Hey, come check our articles out at thewagnerwire.com.
Oh, well, we'll talk about Outlaws too, but whatever. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, we are live. We're talking NFL. We'll see you then. Peace.